All right, we're starting to get a little more complex here. So this is where we're going to start using a little more of the organization features that a table like Excel naturally lays out for you. So here we see we're going to have a quarterback. So let's label him as QB. And then we have a receiver. So him as receiver. And these are going to be our two folks that we're analyzing. Now, the quarterback just signed a $15 million contract providing $3 million a year for 5 years. That to me sounds like a payment all day long. So that's $3 million for a number of years. Oops, N per I meant. And then we'll make that in years. And we can make this payment, although it's ludicrous to think of this in the real world, we'll think of that as an annual payment. And there's a rate of 10%. Now, what's different about the receiver, though? So the receiver now just signed a $14 million 5-year contract that gives him one extra thing, a signing bonus. And that signing bonus is for $2 million. But then only provides him with $2 million a year for 5 years. So you can see where we're going here. We generally have a bias towards using present values, because that way when we have everything in the present, things are easier to analyze than when they are in future points in time, because we can imagine the present value being hypothetically right now. So let's look at the total present value. And I want you to watch careful, because I'm going to do some things here that are a little bit tricky. All right, so first, the present value, and we're going to call this just the present value of the contract. So equals PV. The rate is 10%. Number of periods is 5. There's our payment. In this case, there is no standalone future value. There's just that stream of payments. And so we get the quarterback is paid like $11.3 million. Now, the thing I'm going to do tricky there is I'm going to do like I showed in the last video, and I'm just going to switch the sign on that, so that we can use terms such as the value of the contract is 11.3 million, so it doesn't look so wonky as the negative 11 million. Now, if I copy and paste that right over, it then tells me that the present value of the receiver's contract will be at a rate of 10%, $7.85 million. Oops, I realize now that I goofed up on his signing bonus. It's only $2 million. What does he care, right? So now, once we have those two critical pieces of information, here is the present value in total of both the contract and a signing bonus. For the quarterback, it's just the 11.372 since he didn't get a signing bonus. And for the receiver, it is the combination of those two. So you can see that the argument would be won by the receiver in saying that his contract, although it pays less total money over time because it's front-loaded with this signing bonus on there, is actually worth more.